Before I go into financials, the stock market setup for the upcoming week or so, I just want to show you what we got going on here, as a lot of people ask more questions about farming. So we are officially ready for the farmers market, independencearc.com. Take a look when you get a chance. I will also have a big gate up here. I have to finish the fence on the opposite side of the property. We have about maybe 7, 8, maybe 10 acres going this way as well, but we did not finish the fence yet. So I will have a big grand entrance, if you will, right up here. So yeah, we are ready for the farmers market. We got a lot of stuff. If you get a chance, check out our website. Like I said, independencearc.com. But now let's move right into a very interesting topic today on Twitter. David Hunter, which he's been involved in, stock market investing for decades, has a very big following base. He was calling for 80% drop in the equities. Basically, Dow Jones Industrial Average would drop 80% in the next sell-off. I agree with that. I believe that we can easily go 80, maybe even higher than 80%. But let's just say it's 60%, 50 or 60% drop, just a little bigger than the last one we had in March was 38%. Bitcoin sold off 50%, which I'll go over that as well with you, how I see this coming up. With great opportunities if you are paying attention, if you are ready to use aggression when needed and patience when you have to be patient, well-timed aggression and using common sense, being selective, understanding the market dynamics and how it really works and what probabilities obviously make the most sense to you. So let's say, for instance, we do have a big sell-off that comes out, let's say this September, which is very realistic. I'm giving it now a few months from now. The longer this charade, this money printing, Fed buying everything, the longer it continues, the bigger the fall. So let's say, like I said, right now in September, we have a huge sell-off. Let's say Bitcoin at this time now is 100,000, which is very possible, by the way. It can also be at 5,000. We all know this. But it is very possible that Bitcoin can be at $100,000. So a 70% drop would bring Bitcoin to 30 grand, which is way too expensive. Why? Because Bitcoin's 52-week low was at $6,500, while Bitcoin's 52-week high is over $60,000, about 62 grand, if I'm not mistaken, was the 52-week high for Bitcoin. So a lot of people were saying on this thread, is what I'm trying to say, to bring my point to a closure here. They're saying that the money will be flowing right back into crypto like it happened in March, which I don't agree with at all, unless Bitcoin is around 15, maybe 20, but it would be really good if Bitcoin is, let's say, around 15,000 when 50, 60, 70% drop happens, because it is very realistic that Bitcoin will find that range right around that $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 where it's been for a long time. And this is not just crazy talk, because not long ago, that's what Bitcoin was. So this generated a lot of people saying, you just got to be out of your mind. Bitcoin will never even go under 60,000 again. And I looked 10 minutes later, it was at 58. It was at 61 when the guy said it, and it was at 58. So he was already proven wrong. But again, this doesn't mean anything, because the price is just, by the time you go to the bathroom and come out, it can be 20, 30, 40% difference in the price of Bitcoin. So while all this is happening now, so look at it from the perspective of where and how would you position yourself. Energy stocks sold off. Exxon is now, let's say, trading at $45 instead of 55, or it's down to 30s range as it was when I basically called the bottom on my channel. I'll post that video, by the way, down below so you can take a look at it. When I called it, is it time to be greedy when others are fearful? That was based on energy sector when crude oil was around $35, $40 a barrel. And like I said, Exxon was under $40, and now it's, you know, 55. It was at 60 not long ago. So these are huge gains, and this is the sector, including precious metals, that easily could drop 20, 30, maybe even 40% this time in this big drop. And I will jump right over that bridge with my arms wide open and just buying everything I can. That's why I mentioned in the last video, cash is still king. Cash can be used as a tool. So to wrap it up on this, Bitcoin has to be, in my honest opinion, around 15,000 when you see the next huge sell-off, in order for me to be interested in buying into Bitcoin again. Obviously, I could be totally wrong. Bitcoin can be at $500,000 for what I know in 3 months from today. I would not be surprised, by the way. So good luck. Position yourself properly. Get a chance, check out our website and independencearc.com. Obviously, nothing anymore in this twisted environment is making sense. That's why we're trying to have our own food and be self-sufficient. We are far from being self-sufficient, but definitely getting there slowly but surely. There is so many, like Reuters, Breitbart. I mean, the news are coming out everywhere as the prices are continuing to go up with commodities, food, stuff like that. And that's why we decided to do what we're doing, to move out of Florida, out here in the country, and just doing this. I mean, look at that. To me, this is just beautiful. That was my wife's dream. She wanted to have her own horse on her own land, not to rent out or whatever. It just worked out, and this really happened when it was not easy to make these decisions, as because of COVID, she ended up being out of work for months and months and months, and we decided to do what we did right here. It was not easy. A lot of people say, well, you probably have it made, you're doing this. No, I have nothing made, nothing was given to me, everything was hard work. So I believe all of you can do it as well. And I will probably show you guys next time. We're trying to build a church out here on the property. I don't think it's going to happen next video, but you will see in a very short future. And the tennis court. This might be a pipe dream, but I'd like to set it right here so you can overlook at that ocean right there. I call it the ocean. It's just a pond, obviously. But yeah. That's what my plan is, and I am planning to do that with profits in the next downturn, taking charge and not being afraid to jump in when everyone else is petrified. Take care. God bless you all.